1 minute. In my system also, I changed system. Anyhow, in my system also, Tomcat not there. I'll download, I'll install, I'll show you. Now, next note down. Steps to download Tomcat web server. Steps to download Tomcat web server. Steps to download Tomcat web server. First step, open the browser. Is it on? 1 minute. Tomcat 11 also introduced, but it is alpha version. Better to go for Tomcat 10. Okay. Because it is alpha version. See, Tomcat versions 8, 9, 10, 11. We have. Better to go for Tomcat 10. It is alpha version. Not finalized. Now, open a browser. After that, open Google. In that Google, Tomcat 10 download directly, right? Better. 1 minute. Tomcat 10 download. Now write it. First step, open the browser. Second step, open Google. Third step, type Tomcat 10 download in search bar. Fourth step, click on the following hyperlink. Click on the following hyperlink. Open the browser, open Google, type Tomcat 10 download in search bar. Click on the following hyperlink. Tomcat.apache.org. Apache Software Foundation company, they developed Tomcat web server. So official website, apache.org. Is it over? Now, so seeing this CGA, don't think it is CGA program. Okay, I'll explain. We can configure C++ also, possible. Now, Java program you can write, you can configure in URL C++ also. It is possible. CGA already outdated. Now, is it over? Next, scroll down. After that, you have to click on this one. Okay. Next, scroll down. Next, click on the following hyperlink. 32-bit or 64-bit Windows Service Installer. Click on the following hyperlink: 32-bit, 64-bit Windows Service Installer. 32-bit, 64-bit Windows Service Installer. Is it over? See, this is you have to click. It is going to be downloaded. See, downloaded in my system. Apache Tomcat 10 exe file. Downloading completed. This is you have to install. Next, steps to install Tomcat web server. Steps to install Tomcat web server. Now, steps to install Tomcat web server. Open downloads folder. Click on, double click on Apache Tomcat 10.exe file. This is, suppose in my system, Apache Tomcat 10.0.27 installed. Double click on Apache Tomcat C file. Double click on Apache iPhone Tomcat iPhone 10.0.27.exe file. Is it over? One minute, wait. Now, okay. Now, double click on this one. Here, downloads folder. Double click on this one. Click on S button. Click on next button. 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 See, I'll click on next button. Click on I agree button. Click on I agree button. Now, here, if you want host manager examples, if you want to see Tomcat built-in examples, you select all checkboxes, click on next button. Select all checkboxes. Click on next button. Select all checkboxes. Click on next button. Say next button I'll click. Here server shutdown port, better to write 8005. This is also you make it 8082. Why? I'll explain. Because there are Oracle software will be there. Oracle port number also 8080. That is the reason I changed server shutdown port. Type server shutdown port. (8005). Type HTTP 1.1 connector port. Type HTTP. I'll explain. 1.1 connector port. 8082. Now username, for example, admin. Password, example, admin. Whatever you want, you can write. I'm writing admin. Type username, admin. Type password, admin. Type username, admin. Type password, admin. You better to make it 8005. It is 8082. You better to write these port numbers only. Because 8080, many servers same port number will be there. That ambiguity comes. Shutdown port, it is compulsory write 8005 only. Otherwise, it may or may not work. 8005 8082. Type username, admin, pass this username, password, whatever you want, you can write. But port numbers you follow, this is only better. Okay. Username, password, whatever you want, you can write. But you remember, don't forget. Again, while open loading, deploying, not possible. Otherwise, click on next button. Click on next button. Now by default Java path selected. So see, please select the Java path like I already selected. So again, click on next button. Again, click on next button. Now where it is going to be installed, location comes default. So continue that one only. Click on next install button. Click on install button. Say first Java path. Next, where it is going to be installed, that location it will ask. That is by default comes, whatever it comes, you continue that one only. If you want to change the location, you have to change by clicking on browse button. Say install. It is going to be installed. Installed. These all later will run. I'll remove. Click on finish button. Click on finish button. Tomcat server downloading, Tomcat server installing completed. Tomcat downloading, Tomcat installing completed. Okay. Now you observe. I'll open command prompt. Here Java P, Java X dot. No, it is Jakarta. Dot Saulet. I'm writing. It is showing class not found. Okay. So class not found. Okay. Because now Tomcat installed, but class path not settled. That is the reason it is showing like that. Now to view solid class, we need to set the class path. To view Solid's API, we need to set the class path. To view Solid's API, we need to set the class path. To view Solid's API, we need to set the class path. First, temporary class path. See, these all you should learn. Always don't depend on IDEs. Okay, this knowledge is also required. Temporary class path. See, this PC, C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10, lib, here, Solid API. Up to here, we need to set the class path. That's what. Command prompt. Set, note down, set class path equal to percentile class path percentile double quotes dot semicolon. After that, Solid API dot jar semicolon. That is complete. Set space class path percentile in double quotes dot semicolon C drive program files Apache Software Foundation Tomcat 10.0 lib Solid API dot jar semicolon. So already while teaching JDBC also I covered this one. What is this one? It is a command to set the class path. What is this one? Append mode. Already existed class paths will be there. This class path appended. So up to here Tomcat server location. After that Tomcat. After that library Solid API. For this one you have to set. So again this is no need to explain. Already JDBC time I explained. Core Java class also explained. Say here. It is a command to set the class path. It is append mode. Already existed class path. This class path appended. It is Tomcat server location. This is Tomcat server in that library, in that Solid library. Okay. This is temporary class path. So I'll write here. Whatever I given, that is only written here. Okay. Now set class path equal to percentile class path percentile in double quotes dot semicolon C drive program files Apache Software Foundation Tomcat 10.0 lib Solid API dot jar. Now you can see. See Java P Jakarta dot Solid. Then it shows a Solid profile. Okay. Now, if you are, suppose in your system already Tomcat 9 is there, continue that one only, not a problem. But you must write here Java X. Up to Tomcat 9, that package name is Java X. Tomcat 10 onwards, Jakarta. If you are using Tomcat 9 means, go for Java X. If you are using Tomcat 10 means, Jakarta. Okay. Java also Indonesian island name. Jakarta also Indonesian island name. They changed Tomcat 11 onwards, 10 onwards. Okay. Jakarta, you're right. Tomcat 10 means. Say, you studied already. Uh, can we write main method in if I write main method in a Soulet, is it executed? No. Why? Because Soulet runs in server. Server doesn't know main method. Execution purpose, what is required? Life cycle methods. How many life cycle method? 3. What are those? When init method called by web container, whenever when init method called by web container, whenever first request comes to a Soulet. When service method called by web container, for every request. When destroy method called by web container, whenever Soulet instance removed from web container. When Soulet instance is removed, whenever application is undeployed or server shuts down. When first request comes, how many methods called? 2 methods. What are those? Init and service. Second request, service. Third request, fourth request, last request, service only. Service only. Okay. When destroy called? Whenever application undeployed or server shuts down, then only. Okay. Up to last request, service only called. Destroy called, undeploy time, shutdowning time. Okay. Now these 3 methods belongs to which interface? See, this is Soulet interface. This interface in Jakarta.Soulet package. Okay. Here you observe init method, service method, destroy method. Okay. This is temporary class path. Once if I close this window, that path is vanished. See, again if I open, see, Java P, Jakarta.Soulet. Class not found. Because that is temporary class path. Permanent class path, you have to set. If you want again and again, instead of that one, permanent. Not on permanent. Permanent class path. Click on Windows button. Type environment variables. In search bar. Directly that dialog box comes. See, Windows button. Here search environment variables. Just env if you type also it comes. Edit the system variables, system environment variables. The dialog box comes. Click on edit the system environment variables app. Next, here up advanced tab required, environment variable button required. Click on advanced tab. Click on environment variables button. Click on environment variables button. So click on Windows button, type environment variables in search bar, click on edit the system environment variables app, click on advanced tab, click on environment variables button. This already you studied. JDBC also, core Java class also. Okay. Here, after getting this one, you have to click. Here, class path variable already present because you learned JDBC. Select that class path, click on edit, click on new. Here you have to type. Note. Select the class path variable. Click on edit button. Click on new button. Type the following. Or copy paste. 1 minute. Type the following. Or you can copy paste. Semicolon not required. Click on edit button. Click on new button. Type the following. Select the class path variable. Click on edit button. Click on new button. Type the following. C drive program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10.0, lib, solid, iPhone, API.jar, semicolon. Semicolon not required. Say Windows button, environment variables, edit the system environment variables. Click on advanced tab, this one. Click on environment variable button. Select the class path variable. Click on edit button. Click on new button. And already copied means paste. Otherwise type solid iPhone API.jar. After that, OK button, OK button, OK button. Click on OK buttons. Click on OK buttons. Is it over? No. Now you can open command prompt. Command prompt. Right click. C. Java C. Java P. Jakarta dot. Solid. Now it is permanent. Okay. For writing solid program, first this is required because lifecycle methods are present here. No. Now, suppose after setting class path also class not found coming. That is your mistake only. Okay. Because if you do any small mistake there, again same error comes. Okay. And Java P not recognized means JDK bin path. JDK bin. Okay. Now this is I'll copy.